Special Olympics began the Healthy Athletes Initiative to help improve the competitors' ability to train and to compete through better health and fitness. Elle stopped by to learn a little bit more about their programs and how U of L medical students are helping treat patients with intellectual disabilities. Take a look.
The Special Olympics Healthy Athletes Initiative goes beyond sports. It's a catalyst for improved health, inclusion, and dignity for individuals with intellectual disabilities. I'm joined by Brennan Smith, the Health and Wellness Director. So tell me a little bit about the Healthy Athletes Program.
So when we typically refer to the Healthy Athletes Program, we're talking about our 8 different health initiatives. Here at SOCI, we actually view healthy athletes as the athlete as a whole. So we have now began doing fitness programming. So we're currently running Bingo Size, which is a fitness style bingo and holistic wellness approach, as well as Train for Life, which is a boot camp style class where we bring athletes to a designated fitness center. We allow them to train as athletes, and then we host mental wellness and nutrition calls so we know that they're going and taking that home as well.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that it just goes beyond sports. It's really talking about the whole being as a person, because that's equally as important. But tell me about the other events throughout the year that really push this.
So we typically do 3 main screenings. We have a overarching MedFest, which is where we bring athletes to a centralized location and do medical screenings and sports physicals. But we also typically offer special smiles, opening eyes, and healthy hearing. We have found, athletes who have abscessed teeth. We've been able to give away over 100 pair of free prescription glasses in the last year. We gave away 5+ free hearing aids, but then we also do these health initiative screenings at our state basketball events in March, and then we also do a large health summit at our summer games event as well, which includes all disciplines.
Yeah, and so how does the Polar Plunge directly impact this initiative?
Special Olympics Kentucky as a whole is all-inclusive. We all work together. So the Polar Plunge is one of our largest fundraising opportunities. So through that, we're able to provide our 15 sports year-round.
Dr. Corey Harris is the clinical director for this initiative, and she's also a professor of pediatrics at U of L Health. So tell me a little bit about why you're so passionate about working with Special Olympics.
Well, I've been working with Special Olympics for about the past 6 years. As a pediatrician, I'm interested in caring for medically complex children. So all of my patients have disabilities, and that naturally led to advocacy and an alignment with Special Olympics Kentucky.
Yeah, and so MedFest, you've also done a lot of work with that, and you have some really interesting statistics over the past 15 years. So tell me a little bit about those.
One thing that has probably fueled my passion for working with Special Olympics is the need for preventive health care in people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. They're an underserved population. That becomes obvious when you look at some statistics of our athletes during screenings at MedFest. At MedFest, we provide physical exams and health screenings of, dental care, hearing, physical therapy, amongst other things. And when you look at the past 15 years, on average, about 80% of our athletes screen overweight, 50% have hypertension, 40% have untreated tooth decay, 20% have a hearing issue that's untreated, and surprisingly, over 90% refer on their vision screen. So they need new glasses or they need glasses, and that's just a huge unmet need in our state.
Yeah, and so of course these screenings are so important, but I think where your role really comes in is teaching those next pediatricians of those doctors at U of L Health. Why is that so important to really get this hands-on training?
Well, one important piece is serving our athletes and providing the care that they're not receiving, giving them referrals to receive the care. The second piece is training the next generation of healthcare providers to try and improve the problem. And we have a lot of participation. The students come, they perform the health screenings, they help in many ways, and hopefully become more comfortable working with people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and then someday when they go into the working world, we think they'll be more likely to take care of them.
Absolutely, because these are just, regular people too, so they don't have to go to a specific specialist unless they absolutely need to, but it's just they're everyday people and we need to treat them as such.
Right, they may need to see a specialist for some of their healthcare needs, but they also need nutrition counseling and to, learn why smoking's bad for you and to get their teeth cleaned.
Right, right, exactly. So again, to take the plunge, it's happening on February 22nd. Sign up today at LouisvillePlunge.com.